Alright, so we're back on the farm. We brought another one of the triplets home this time. So just one left there. So hopefully he'll be home in a week or so, but we'll see. I got the cows moved them out of here. They ate that down pretty good. So I got them moved. I got this pasture over here open for them, but the chute area is got a lot of grass in it, so they decide they're gonna chomp on that and make their way down. So down that post right there, God, that focus. This post right here is where it opens into their new spot. So they'll eventually get down there, but yeah, they'll find their way down there. They ate it up pretty, so maybe we're there an extra day longer than they should have, but we just got home yesterday and a lot to do, so. But they're moved, so now tonight we'll get the chickens put in the chick, and once they're in the chickshaw, we'll move them in here. I'll get the electric net fencing geared up, and we'll move them up here. We'll set that up, get that geared up, and then tomorrow morning they'll be out on pasture for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm over to feed the pigs now, and then go check on the meat chicks and feed the layers in the barn. So I've got the pigs still here, the three of them. Just come down, fed them. I'm gonna fill their water up, and sometime over this week, gonna get them moved. I'm hoping to get their new area figured out, get the fence lines in, and get a chute geared up to run them down into, and then we can get them out of here. But and then once they're out of here, we'll till this up and get ready to get the garden in. So everything's filled in now, beautifully green all through here, other than those trees over there. But yeah, so pigs are still doing pig things. We'll fill their waters, and then we'll have a look in on the meat birds. So here's the meat birds. They're starting to feather out, but they're still a ways away yet. But they're getting big, considering what they were when I put them in here. But as you can tell, they're starting to make her a little dirty in here. So tonight when I feed them, I'll take their feeder waters, all that out, and put some new shavings in and give them some nice new bedding. So, but yeah, they're doing great. We haven't lost any yet, so that's always a bonus. So once, oh, there's two fighting for some reason. These two here were just at each other. Now they're having a standoff, I guess. Anyway, like I said, tonight we'll put some new shavings in and probably put some blocks in for their water, so that when I just took them out to fill them, they were full of shavings. So put them up a little bit off the ground so that they can get it without having to be full of shavings. So, all right, that's where the meat birds are at. Starting to feather. They've been in here a week tomorrow. So it's another 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks in here, and then they'll be going out in tractors. So that's another thing we gotta do. We gotta get the cow's old pasture geared up with new fencing so that it's ready to go for these guys to go into it for their pasture. So we'll be getting the tractors set up and getting everything ready so they can go out in there, and then they'll live their remaining days out on the pasture. But we're still, well, probably 2.5 weeks away from that. So yeah, that's where they're at. So we're gonna go in and feed the layers in the barn, and then see what we gotta get ready. I gotta go over and get the electric net fencing, get that out, get that on top of the chickshaw and get chickshaw ready to go up into the pasture. So we'll come back when we're getting that done. So chickens spent the night in the chickshaw last night, so now we're going to open it up for them for the first time and let them outside. Let's go. I think you're a little nervous. Come on, guys. Have an egg. Here we go. Alright, we'll back this up so we can get out and turn the fence on. That way they can learn not to go into it. George, our rooster, he seems to be the cautious one to come out. Millie over there, she's like, oh, let's see what's going on over here. You can see her coming around the back there. Alright, we're going to go and let them be and see how they do up here. Let them out a couple hours ago. Well, going on 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours now. And 2 of them have decided to come outside of the fence, so I'm going to try and get them back in. But other than that, they seem to all be doing good. So, only 3 eggs this morning, when normally we get 17, but with the move, we expect them to be stressed. So, hopefully we'll get some more as the day goes on, and they get a little more comfortable here. So, meat birds are a week old, week and 3 days old, so 10 days old. They're starting to feather out. We had to add another feeder in because they're going at the feed like crazy. So we'll keep an eye, and if they're getting through that food a lot, then we'll add some more. But we'll add another feeder. But they're running around trying to fly, so they're having a great time. So they're all inside the chickshaw. We were up here probably 20 minutes ago, half hour, and they were all outside. They want nothing to do with going in, and it's now 5 after 9, and we came up and they were all in there. So they're all in, and we'll take that fencing down tomorrow and move them to another spot in the pasture. There's over there, and there's actually up in here is where I couldn't get a lot of stuff moved around with the 4-wheeler, so I'll probably move them up in here, and then over up in here, and then by then to go to the next pasture down. With the move and the stress and that, we expected a decrease in eggs. Yesterday we had 3 or 4 eggs, I think, and today we got 10. So they're slowly. So they're back up to 10 a day now. So we'll see what tomorrow brings, and I think we'll have more, and we'll continue to have more as the days go on. We're back up to our 17 a day. So anyway, that's that for today.